Hello again. Good evening, everybody. At least it's evening for me. We're back with yet another restream. This time we take it over to Das League. Originally meant to be a super show. I guess you could still call it a super show because this is sure to be a super match. We have some Tier 1 Division A action. It's Blue Scuti and Koolio taking each other on in this matchup. Seeds in the chat for both of you. I'll pin that to the top. But we'll get to know our players a little bit to start. On the left side, we have Blue Scuti. PB of 12.4 million on 19 at 6.8 million. Record of 221 and 66 in ELO of 27, and he's a roller. On the other side, we have Koolio, PB of 1.127 million on 19. It's 1.001 million. Record of 97 and 16, ELO 1619, and Koolio is a DAS player. So, in full disclosure, you're probably not going to see scores like you see on the left side because this is DAS League. No hyper tapping, no rolling, none of that crazy business. Players are going to compete in a best of 5 matchup. You will see hertz counters and input displays for both players on the screen. They are required. DAS mode is optional. Pausing is strictly prohibited, and Spirit of DAS rules are in play. If you are a rule breaker, it will be considered a top out at the point of infraction, and in Tier 1, all starts are level 18. We'll take a look here at the standings, and early on, again, still kind of at the beginning of the season. We've got a month to go of action. Blue Scuti has played a couple games, is currently sitting at 2-0, and this is Koolio's season debut. So, first time playing for Koolio. Blue Scuti's got a couple under his belt, currently sitting in first as it pertains to points, tied with Wallband, but with a game in hand. And Koolio is in the chat. Hello to you, Koolio. Good to see you. We'll throw it over to the match screen and get everything squared away there. Looks like Scuti's probably making his way in. May or may not be on yet. I'm going to give him a refresh just to see. And there we go. Now we're in business. Wait, that is Koolio who is in business. So Koolio is on. Scuti is not quite on yet. But we are here. Good morning, Hana. Is it morning for you? I do not remember what time zone you're in. But for me, it is still evening. Oh, 8:30 p.m. So, typical morning hours. You're actually 2 hours ahead of me. It is 10:30 p.m. toast time. So we've got some toast after dark this evening. And as an aside, not the only match I have. After this one, we'll have a brief intermission, and then my next match is, I'm UTC -5, Hana. So yeah, you're behind me is probably the term I should use. Yeah, it's 10:30 for me, 8:30 for you. But yes, the next match I have is Stupid Tetris Monthly Futures. I have a match between Nima and Big Pile, and that will take place at the conclusion of this one. So do not go anywhere. You're getting DAS League action, then you're getting like the dumbest Tetris tournament ever. Okay. I guess I should have taken that into consideration. People sometimes have alt accounts. Let me try the alt account and see if that works. Nope, not yet. So, yeah. Scuti, if you happen to be chilling in here incognito and you're on a different account, let me know so I can just plop you on the stream. Hello, Wallband. Good to see you, and it'll be good to see you for real in a couple of weeks. Actually, 3 weeks and change. That'll be the big day because I know you're coming out to Mini D. And I think I'll play a game. We'll play a game of which Twitch account is Scuti going to be on. Yep, I got you all squared away. So we're going to be sure to have a good time. Yeah, it's not too bad up here. You're going to get your fill. Pun possibly intended. I mean, we've got the tournament, of course, but I believe Sunday is earmarked as a day to go to the Minnesota State Fair. If you like food, deep fried and or on a stick, or both, it's the place for you. And I'm going to try both. Here. Alright. No Scuti yet. But I'm sure he's around. I'm sure he'll be here. No need to worry. We got time and stuff. And, wait, oh, and I don't know if you're talking to me or Walbantana, but yes, first time in CTM for me. And if it helps with your prediction, a little insider information, I did my CTM qual and my CTBW qual simultaneously, and CTBW is 2 hours. So when they verified my CTM qual, they didn't include my second half, which is where I got my top scores. So if you want to take that into consideration, if they would have used the second hour scores, my qual would have been closer to like a 550K instead of the 400 something I had. But then again, I'm just a little community tier 2 matchup, so we'll see. But I already lost in Classic Tetris bi-weekly. I got paired up with Ethan, and did I lose? Yes. Did I make Ethan earn it? Absolutely. Yeah, nope. Ethan, against him, I definitely made him earn it. He was like, his response was, there is no way a player in TMP Silver should be making me chase down on 19. And I took him to 19, and I'll accept the third game where I topped out near transition. But so, did I lose? Yeah. I don't really have too many regrets other than that one quick tap I wish I would have gotten in game 1. But yeah. And low-key, Lovelace, I think that may have boosted CTBW's numbers. Just the fact that their quals ended on the same day, so people could basically double dip and do both. So I think that may have inadvertently helped CTBW's numbers, because there's 31 in CTBW this month, or not this month, this fortnight. All right. I'm just gonna give Scuti a little ping here and make sure I have the right account for him. Oh yeah. And if they had an issue with it, then well, I guess I don't play. I guess I don't play the tournament. But it all worked out. But yeah, Winter took a look at my qual and basically said, "Yeah, we're only taking the first hour of yours since we only have 1 hour." So that be that. And oh gosh, I gotta look and see because now the brackets are indeed up. So now I'm curious who I play. Right, we'll scroll all the way down. This is August. And in Tier 2... Or wait, no, not August, September. I swear I know what I'm doing. Okay, Tier 1... Okay, I guess things changed a little bit, and now I'm into Tier 3. I'm the #1 seed in Tier 3? Okay, I mean, I'm not complaining. So it looks like I'm going to have a bye then. Okay, okay. No, I was in tier 2 before, but it looks like looks like the brackets got rejiggered a bit, which is cool. So, well, shoot, I'm on bye. All right. And we'll see what happens, but this could be a pretty wild tier 3 because the way it's looking, I could face Adam Irish in the semis if I win, and then based on seeding, I should face Martz in the finals again. I think I've already played Martz like 3 or 4 times, which I'm not complaining about. I like playing Martz, but just funny that I've only been at this a couple months now, and I've already met Martz that many times. Well, we'll see. Nope, and yeah, no, at least on my end, no word from Scuti. At least on Discord, he's not showing up online, but I know he's around. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Koolio. My first time playing March was on the TNP show, and that was actually my first, I guess if you want to call it, competitive match outside of CTWC and Mini D. Yeah, so March was my first ever online match, and we got the March lore right away. So I actually went up 2-0 on him. So what does March do? Pulls out the caca hat. And Mathwiz knew what was up, and he's like, Toast, I don't think you know what's coming. And I'm like, well, what? I'm like, what's happening? And so, as was expected, March pulled the reverse sweep on me the moment he put on that hat. But I did get my revenge sweeping him the next time we met. I wish the clip was saved because Mathwiz says it was one of the most insane chase downs that was ever on the TNP show, what I did against Mart. So there's some exciting lore. And then of course the actual rite of passage, playing him on Tetris friendlies with Burb Wizard hosting, and Mart's got the best of me on that one. So we got a good little show going. But yes, at least on my end, no word from Mr. Scuti. Don't know if he's on Blue Scuti or Blue_Scuti or some other account. Hopefully he didn't fall asleep. I don't see that happening, but you never know. Oh, no way. Yep. So yeah, everyone plays Martz. I mean, as y'all know, there is the Lost to Martz tag in the Tetris Friendlies Discord. I actually put that on before I played him in Tetris Friendlies, and I think that caught Burb Wizard off guard a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Hana laying down the authorita, saying it's going to be a no-show at 50 after, so 7 minutes. And we'll see what happens. Oh, you got your first one against Martz, Lovelace? How'd you do against Martz? Yeah, I did the same thing, Mari. I sent him a DM as well, just asking what Twitch he's going to be on. But, well done, Lovelace. You got the win against Martz. Congrats. The loss to Martz tag will hold off for another day on your side of things. Now, let's say this game does get started. I can point out to you all, since we're already here, I have to find it. Oh, okay, I just got a message from Scuti. So we should be in business. So let me hit the refresh here. I'm sure Scuti will be on momentarily. Nope, not on yet, but will be, I'm sure. Anyway, while we're waiting for Scuti to get here. Oh, there he is. All right. We'll get things going. So, yes, since this is DAS League, the DAS scores are appropriate here. And records, these are Toast Stream records, not global records, although I guess I can't rule out that they might be global records because I haven't verified, but the all-time DAS score record on my stream is a 1.22 million. That was done by Scamper, I believe, last week. And the all-time combined DAS score record, all good, Scuti. At least, hey, at least you're able to make it. Didn't pull an RXS. And as far as Cam, that's Hana's call. Okay, need hand cam. All right, so go ahead and get yourself set up here. And as I was going to say before, the all-time DAS score record on my stream for combined is 2,338,755. That was in the game between Scamper and Elias. So Scamper had a 1.2, and then Elias had a 1.1. So we'll see if we can get that. Yep. So, yep, that game. The DAS matchup of the Titans, no doubt. Alright, at least as far as I'm concerned, do whatever warm-up action y'all need to do. That is fine by me. And of course, if anything is not fine by me, Hana will absolutely overrule me. And Scuti already just casually getting more lines on 29 than I've gotten in my lifetime. Look at that. Okay, C20 would be a top 5 DAS score. Yeah, it wasn't DAS event. It was just CTL, but both DAS players, and man, absolutely balled out that game. And I'm getting some serious frequent flyer mileage out of Elias on top of it. I think I've had him for like 5 or 6 streams now, between CTBW and CTL. He's been on the stream a lot. But tonight, we got 2 newbies to the toaster oven. First time for Scuti, first time for Koolio. It's going to be a blast. Okay, and I just noticed this. The seed that's pinned at top, it's an all-number seed. So this could make things interesting. But, yep, level 18 starts all the way. Scuti's got it ready. Once you're ready, Koolio, we will begin this party. Okay, Koolio says ready. We're going to start this game off right. Counting down from 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And as mentioned, all number seeds, so we'll see if the adage that an all number seed makes things go crazy holds true in this matchup. And as is typical for a Toast stream, we like to get to know our competitors both on and off the Tetris board. I'm seeing these for the first time. I usually, for most players, unless I've done them before, I will see these for the first time right when I'm starting the match, so I will be surprised, just as surprised as you are, by any information I get from them. But I've got our Scuti lore drop to begin. Now, what I can say is Scuti's looking to hopefully major in engineering in college, and he is a full-time Tetriser. As far as in-person Tetris events, he's been to a crap ton of them. Many regionals, lots of CTWC, CTWC DAS, Jonas Cup, you name it. Scuti's probably done it. He's got 6 CTM wins and the 5-time back-to-back, or back-5-back CTL champion. He's got a 1.2 million PB on DAS as well, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but Scooty's the first one to ever crash the game of Tetris. Toast has just learned and therefore must report. Score-wise early on, we're about 30 lines in. 166K for Scuti, 103,000 for Koolio. Now, outside of Tetris, Scuti likes to bowl and run. And I assume when you say running, you mean like distance running. And if so, I'm curious what your pace is, Scuti. Obviously, don't have to answer now, but I'm curious what your pace is. Before my surgery, I did distance running too, and I've done some marathons, so I'm naturally curious. Scooty's also plays Super Mario Bros. And Geometry Dash, one of many Geometry Dash players in the community. Now, as far as the game at hand, we're about a third of the way to transition. Looks like about a 400k pace for Koolio, and I think that would be about a 600,000 pace for Scuti heading towards level 19. And I mentioned Super Mario Brothers. That does check out. I know that GT Ace and Scuti have been doing some chatting about Super Mario Bros. Stuff because I'm also buddies with GT Ace. Saw him at CTWC. Saw him at Summer Games on Quick. So the gamer circle just it's like a Mobius strip. Just keeps going around and around and around. Score update here, coming up to halfway, 286k, make it 309k for Scuti, 249,000 for Koolio. So the lead, almost 3 Tetrises on Scuti's side. We are halfway to transition. Coolio's at a 500k pace for level 19. Scuti's still sitting at about a 610,000 transition pace. So I would say both players putting up really solid numbers here in this first matchup. All right, and the fun fact that Scuti has listed absolutely vital information here. Scuti is shorter than Cobra. I don't know if you guys knew that, but if you didn't, now you know. Do whatever you may do to with that vital piece of information. All right, Scuti's grandpa in the chat. Hello, Scuti's grandpa. Long time no see. You may or may not remember this, but on Sunday at CTWC's Grandpa Scuti, I was actually sitting right by you, watching all the finals. So if you remember the guy sitting a couple seats away with all of the tags on his bag, that was me. But in terms of this game, Koolio's kind of up high. I mean, he should be able to get out of this. This is not the best burn situation, but it's salvageable. And if he gets the right pieces, like that Tetris, there it is, Tetris for Koolio. Oh, all right. Well, you remember, and now you know, and knowing is half the battle. We're coming up to over 100 lines, 497k for Scuti, 382k for Koolio. So the lead growing slightly, over 100,000. These players have about 20 lines to transition, and Scuti still on that 600k plus pace. Koolio still on a 500k plus pace as we are on a collision course for the level 19 transition. Now, one thing I neglected to mention earlier, which you probably already picked up on, new feature for my scene specifically for DAS League. Looking at the bottom, you will see their inputs and their hertz counters. So we have those available so that we can see that, yes, the players are using DAS and aren't trying to do any crazy stuff and cheat the system. And we've got Hana on board to let us know if anything un-DAS-like happens so that we can act accordingly. But we're coming up to transition. This next Tetris will bring Koolio there. Transitions at 461k. Scuti can still get 2 more Tetrises, assuming no burns. The next burn will take away one of those Tetrises. And Scuti on a really incredible pace. Transitions at 637k. Not quite a toe stream record. Would have had to get 660,000 for that. And Koolio's in trouble. And Koolio is going to top out. Scuti takes game number 1, 662. Make it 686,000 to 470k. GG's to both of you. And Scuti, if you want to mullen it out, you do you, boo-boo. But you have taken game number 1. We'll put that heart on the screen for Scuti. GG's to both of you. And there's another Tetris, 737K at 148 lines. On to level 20 we go. Still going here, and let's see if I can do some math here, cause he's at a marker here. Oh gosh, he's at about a he is at max out pace. My quick math tells me it's going to be like a 1.01 million pace right now, so definitely still in max out territory. I'll be able to do some better math in a handful of lines to see what Scuti's pace is like. And again, this is pace for kill screen, so this is what he's projected to get at the start of level 29. And actually, okay, my math was a little off because based on what I'm seeing right now, this is actually a dang good pace. This is like a 1.25 million pace that Scuti is on right now. So if he can maintain this, we're going to see a C on the screen come max out time. But it all depends on how these pieces shake out. On to level 23 we go. Sitting at 894,000. I mean, we're not even at level 25, and Scuti's already pushing a 900K. So this is the kind of game we're working with here. He'll get a split triple. He's got some work to do, especially on that left side long bar dependency in column 1. Gets it over. We're over 900,000. And ooh, he is going aggro. Dirty Tetris forthcoming. Let's see if it happens. Oh, he's selling out for the long bar, trying to go for it. Can't get the quick tap over. And Scuti tops out at 908,000 points. GG's to both of you. Scuti just casually putting up a 900K in a mullen. And Koolio reenacting the Ralph Wiggum meme, I'm in danger. Yeah. Yeah, so my math on my 60% was a little off, but once I got to the 2/3, my math was pretty much right on. It was a 1.2 mil pace. But yes, we are on to game number 2. Your seed should be... Oh, geez, where the heck did the seed go? All the way up there. It should be A9. A9 is... Or sorry, 1-9. My mistake. 1-9. I swear I can count. But we have a ready from Scuti. We have a ready from Koolio, and I assume you mean ready on 18, because we're definitely not doing 19. This is not Silver Bullet. But let's count this one on down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we got a great night on the Toast Stream. We've got a lot of, well, I guess it's a lot, but a good amount of people that I happen to run into at CTWC, whether it's talking to them, hanging around them, or what. I got to chat with Scuti for a little bit. And, oh no, I can't even finish my lore drop. Koolio tops out. You thought El Clasico might have happened for Scuti. It gets reversed. It happens for Koolio. Scuti, you're already good. 22,000 to 123. You hate to see it. So, what an unfortunate stroke of luck. And the Koolio lore drop, it's a complete mystery to me as how I got into this tier. But let's give Scuti that second heart. We'll increment that seed once more. And I believe we should be at 2A. 2A as in AV Geek. Oh, yeah. You don't like to see it when you lose the DAS. We've all been there before. I've been there more times than I can count. But we're moving on to the next one, 2A. And we'll get this game 3 in the books. You know, we'll print out some milk cartons on your behalf, and hopefully we can find that lost DAS. It is missing and needs to be found. Okay. Now we're going. Glad you like the scene, Hana. But I'll get this one started. Hopefully this one goes a little bit longer. Counting on down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now, I assume, based on what I understand, I think you already said you had some assets for the DAS Super Shows. But if not, if you'd like to retrofit this one for your For your DAS Super Show liking, we can do some color modifications. We can tweak it a little bit if necessary. But like I said, I was under the impression you already had a DAS Super Show scene. So if we use that, I'm cool with it. But if not, we can modify this bad boy to fit your needs. Now, what Koolio would like to modify is the outlook of this game. Down 2-0, Koolio needs a win to stay alive, and a win would start him on the journey to the reverse sweep. Scuti looking for a win to go 3-0 in DAS League, and also get the sweep. I do not have information in front of me, but I'm going to make the assumption that this would also be the first match of the season that Scuti does not record a set loss in, but we've still got a long ways to go to that. It's premature to jump to any sort of conclusions in that regard, and I definitely don't want to do any sort of commentators cursing or jinxing or reverse jinxing for that matter. We're coming up to 25 lines in, I should say. Early days here, but 120, making 142,000 for Koolio and 83,000 for Scuti, who is dealing with some, like, I guess the best way I can describe it is a tree in the middle of winter in Minnesota, because stuff is kind of scattered all over the place and just branches flying everywhere. But this situation's going to give Koolio a little bit of time to expand on this lead. The lead is at about, we'll call it 3 Tetrises and change for Koolio right now, coming up to 1/3 of the way to transition. Koolio is playing Where's Waldo Longbar Edition. He lost his DAS. Well, he found the Longbar, but can't use it for a Tetris. But what he has found is some great pace. 570,000 pace for Koolio. About a 420,000 pace for Scuti right now, as we just passed 1/3 of the way to level 19. Now, this is, at least according to the match database, a first-time ever matchup. These two have never met before, so we'll see how this one plays out, and I think we have our answer. Koolio not able to quick-tap that J-piece over to burn a line. If so, he would have been fine, but he tops out. Scuti, you are in chase-down mode. Your target, 219,000. A chase-down of 219,000 in the books. Koolio needs Scuti to top out in order to stay alive in this one. Scuti, with a successful chase down, will complete the sweep and get the victory. That Tetris should do it. And there it is, everybody. Scuti takes this match 3-0. Get your brooms out, folks. That is the match. And we are done. And Scuti finishes with a hey now on the line counter. If Kingsman were awake, he would love to see it. But let's give that 3rd heart over to Scuti and make this all official. So that is a wrap. Scuti will improve to 3-0 on the season. Koolio in their DAS League debut goes 0-1. Unfortunately gets swept, but there's a lot of games still ahead to make up for it. There's plenty of story to write in this league still. Now, we'll take a quick look at the standings. I obviously do not have them updated in real time, but we can tell you that Scuti will remain in first at 3-0. Will have the edge over Wallband. Sole possession of first, in fact. Koolio will hang out at the bottom at 0-1, but again, lots of season left for these players. And ironically enough, I've actually had, well, even prior to this match, I've had half of these players on my stream at some point, so kind of exciting to get this going on. And yeah, Scuti's right. Everybody has those matches. And if it's any consolation, Koolio, at least you're having it on my stream. I mean, I'm just some dude that's a slice of bread, slightly warm and crispy. My humiliating matches have both been at in-person events. I got blasted by Rhubarb last year at CT, not CT, but Mini D, and I think my high score on any of those was about 80,000, and then I proceeded to do the same thing against Packy at CTWC. So, moral of the story, in person, I don't do well. But that be it for this one. If you all want to hang around, I'm going to ping my next matchup, which is Stupid Tetris Monthly. For those wondering, quick rundown. This is going to be a no next box match. It is between Nima and I gotta check here. It's Nima and it's Big Pile in this one. So I'm going to see if they're ready. If Nima and Big Pile are ready, that next match will start in about 10 minutes. I just pinged them. But if not, we may have to wait a little while longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the stream up for now. We'll leave the standings on the board just for the time being. And I'll see if I get a ping back from Nima and Big Pile in the next couple of minutes. If so, we'll go right into that match. If not, we'll probably do it either at the bottom of the hour, which is 4:30 UTC, or top of the hour at 5 UTC. Okay, Nima responded, I can make myself ready, so hang tight for now. You're gonna get more Tetris. And Lovely saying, that's the guy who beat the guy who beat me. That is your transitive pop property of Tetris, I think. A being greater than B and B being greater than C, so I guess A is greater than C. But yes, hang around for a little bit. I'm going to get myself set up for the next match here, which is Nima and Big Pile in Stupid Tetris Monthly, the dumbest possible tournament around. All right. And Scooty's grandpa's off to bed. Good night, Grandpa Scooty. Good to see you again. And heads up, there is going to be an ad running very shortly, so I'll keep the standings up. We'll run the ad break, and if Big Pile is on and available, we'll switch the stream over to Stupid Tetris Monthly mode and get my last match of the night in the books. Alright, and actually just heard from Big Pile, so they're going to get themselves set up. Hang around, folks. We will have more Tetris coming up very shortly. Once they are ready to go, maybe in the next 5 or so minutes, we'll just flip the stream over to Stupid Tetris Monthly mode and get that match done. So stick around, you have more Tetris coming. Alright. And actually, it sounds like Big Pile's going to make me work for this one. I have to get a Guam flag for my scene. I do not have a Guam flag, so I'm going to have to load one up pretty quickly here. right, folks, I'm going to shut the stream down momentarily just so I can change things over for Stupid Tetris Monthly. We'll be back on in about a minute or so with our match of Nima and Big Pile. So hang tight, we'll be back in a flash.